Hey everybody, welcome to the Grease Trap. How you doing out there? Got no video element today.
Got no video.
Maybe not. We'll see what
You know what else I don't have, TJ?
What don't you have, Scotty?
Legal tobacco.
That's true.
Thanks, TJ. Stingy motherfucker.
I am stingy.
Close your eyes and imagine you see us. Paul, resplendent and beautiful, his locks spilling across his shoulders, his large, manly beard commanding the frame. TJ looking mischievous with his shaved head and his ever bushier, by the way, beard. I noticed you kind of letting that beard go.
You coming for Paul?
You coming? You trying to fucking step to this?
Yeah, I am.
You trying to step to this, bitch?
I am indeed.
What are you gonna do?
Dude, Uncle Guy though has got a.
I don't even want to step to him.
Uncle Guy's got us both beat all of a sudden, dude.
You got a resplendent.
Dude, I wish you could pull
beard.
up a picture of Uncle Guy for
I
them.
wish I could.
Fucking A,
all
that
right,
dude.
so I have an uncle, Uncle Guy. He's like this skinny little gay dude.
Our gay uncle.
Our gay uncle. We
Call him
call
Uncle
Uncle
Gay.
Gay sometimes.
Uncle Gay, what's up, Uncle Gay?
He came to my wedding about a year and some change ago.
Yeah.
Like a year and 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah.
And he had no facial hair.
I think that beard.
He might have had a little slight beard.
Yeah, he had like a stubbly beard.
Stubbly, kind of like, 5 o'clock shadowy kind of beard.
Yeah.
So I saw a picture of him yesterday or the day before. The motherfucker's got a beard that you would not believe you could grow in the amount of time he's grown.
He looks like a pioneer that like went across the fucking nation in a wagon train.
Yeah.
And he's at the end of his journey. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's got a mountain man beard now, which I don't even fucking understand. His beard is as long as mine is, and I've had mine for 8 fucking years.
His beard, I think it's a little longer than yours. It's not quite as bushy.
Well, he
but
trims the sides of it. He's every
Right.
bit as long as mine, if not longer, and in a year.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man.
It's crazy. It's like, what the fuck?
But you grow beards pretty quickly too.
I do, so it might be a family thing.
It's like a family thing.
I don't know when I started growing this beard. I've trimmed it back a couple times, but just because it was going uneven. But I don't know. I think I will be able to overtake Paul's beard.
You would,
So.
because I can tell just by looking at you. You've got a whole different type of beard hair than I have. I've got this kinky, puby, kind of poofy beard, and you've got the wizard's beard.
Yeah.
Like you could have like a long, flowing Pai Mei type of beard.
You know what really benefits you though in terms of this contest is I'm gonna get sick of this beard and shave it off.
Yeah, see,
It's
and
just gonna universally. It's gonna happen.
I'm sick of mine, but I've been living with it forever.
Right. So you've just like learned to live with being.
I eat
sick of
around it.
Yeah.
The worst thing for me, and
Soup?
No, honestly, you would think it's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Really.
If I have just a normal peanut butter and jelly sandwich with 2 pieces of bread, not cut or anything, getting a bite of that motherfucker, I'm gonna get jelly and peanut butter in this beard. No matter what I do, no matter how small a bite I take.
Yeah, I've never had that peanut butter
Sandwiches
and jelly
in
shit.
general, like burgers are the same way.
Anything I have to dip is just like a problem.
You know what always gets me?
What?
With having facial hair? Like, 'cause I don't have a long beard, but I used to have a long mustache. It's fucking milk, dude. When I eat cereal, it's just every time my whole fucking beard is just drenched in fucking milk.
See, I've got that down. Like I do the what's his name? Sam, the guy that's got the big mustache. Hey, dude.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott, yeah. You if you watch him in the Big Lebowski, when he takes a big sip of his sarsaparilla, he sucks all the juice out of his mustache. I do that shit now too, so I can drink whatever. And finger food is fine. Like I can eat a French fry just fine, or a shrimp. It's anything I got to grab with 2 hands and put in my face.
Right, like
it
a
just
roast
leaves,
beef po' boy or something.
Yeah, it's I got to have 8 napkins sitting by.
But I mean, in fairness, with the roast beef po' boy, if you're eating a good one, you're probably gonna need that anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Even if you're clean
Even
shaven.
even a beardless person is gonna have fucking au jus all over their fucking face in that instance. That's true.
But like I was eating a Chipotle last night.
Yeah,
and it's like the struggle is real. It takes me fucking like an hour to eat a Chipotle burrito. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like Peter Griffin, you're gonna have that fucking bird nesting in your beard.
You know what I fucking hate when because I don't eat a lot of Chipotle burritos, but I eat a lot of fucking po' boys.
Yeah,
because I mean, like, I'm trying to get as much out of this Louisiana thing as possible before we, fucking adjourn to somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I ate these po' boys like crazy. I love fucking Southern cooking. It doesn't love me because I've gained weight like a motherfucker.
I think all of us at some point. I mean, Scotty seems to have gotten it back in control, but Scotty was getting tubby there for a little while.
Oh, dude, I totally
when
fucking
we first
was.
moved down here, Scotty, dude, the food was did a number on you.
Yeah,
you know what? You know what though? Like
I loved it, man.
I don't get it about myself because I'll sit there and I'll take a bite of this fucking sandwich, and my hands will be dirty.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, you know, I should just keep eating and let my hands be dirty because it's just going to get dirty again on the next bite. But I cannot fucking do it. I have to napkin my hands clean after every single bite.
You know how much weight I gained when we moved down here, TJ?
25 pounds?
30 pounds.
Damn, you guys are fucking... your guys' guess stretch pretty close. 27 pounds.
Yeah, it doesn't
I was 180 and I jumped up to 207.
I mean, you were getting pudgy. I was starting to be like, ooh, Scotty's getting a little fat. Maybe he's going to overtake me.
It went under the radar, though, because we're so fat.
Right.
I know. That's the best thing about it. You guys are so fat. Look at me and like...
shield.
Scotty's got like a 45-pound grace period where he can just, you know...
Yeah, I know.
He can just put on 45 pounds and it doesn't really show because he's sitting next to two blobs every day.
Yeah, you know, that's how it goes.
Hey, you got to pick your company carefully.
You know, he's like the fucking the moderately good-looking girl at the school who fucking makes sure she makes best friends with the ugliest girl in the school so that she looks fucking hot by comparison.
Dude, you know what you could pull up? We were talking about this. We did a show about fat people that have gotten skinny.
Yeah, what about skinny people?
And skinny people that have gotten fat. I think we covered that in the show, didn't we?
I don't think so.
We could do the skinny people who have gotten fat.
We did skinny people who got fat.
The
We didn't do
skinnies
fat
that
people who
became
got
fats.
skinny.
Oh, the fats that became skinny?
I don't think we did that one.
Oh,
we need to do that one because, dude, Scotty, do you know who Ethan Supley is?
Oh, yeah, let me show this shit.
Yes,
the fat Nazi guy in American
dude,
History
he's
X.
ripped now.
Dude, he is... He's
huge.
He doesn't even look like himself anymore. And he was bigger than me and TJ. Like, he was extraordinarily huge fat.
You know, another guy that didn't get super ripped, but Peter Jackson used to be a fat fuck.
This is the guy right here.
Get a body shot of him. Get that one in a white T-shirt, like 3 rows down.
Yeah, this is the guy. This is how he used to be.
No. The fat one of him, like 3 rows down. See the white T-shirt one?
Second
from the left. Yeah. Look at this. Like, he looked like a thumb. He was one of those.
Look at him now.
He's fucking ripped.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, like how the fuck?
I mean, dude, that's fucking dedication right there.
No
That's like,
shit.
That's like fucking
side by side
eating right.
there.
That's fucking. I mean, he probably had to have surgeries too. He was so fat that he would have that loose skin. I
mean,
guarantee
this is somebody, and I talked about this about Paul earlier. This is a guy who just like everything, every aspect of his life fucking changed to go from this to that.
Utterly. You're absolutely right. Like he
across the board.
You were
like,
saying
not
he went,
one aspect of his life could have remained the same.
Dude,
his
you know,
hobbies could not have remained the same.
You know another person we could bring in on this? Actually, in our personal lives, Stevie.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Stevie was 365 pounds.
Dude, Stevie's not even fat anymore.
Stevie's 217 now.
Yeah,
right.
That's about what he should be for his height.
I just had my wife Chelsea's dad come to visit. And when he saw Stevie, he's like, "That's Stevie? Where's the rest of him?"
Yeah, at your birthday dinner. Yeah,
right.
That was the first time he'd seen Stevie in like a year or two.
Stevie has crazy weight loss.
Just a complete and utter change. Like you were saying, going from sedentary to active.
Yep.
Going from an overeater to a completely calorie counting type of eater that watches everything he eats. You know what I mean? Like, totally has to fucking change
everything. And I
everything.
hate these people, too, because it fucking shatters my delusion of powerlessness.
You and I we have similar willpowers when it comes to this type of shit. Because I've lost a lot of weight in the past. Like, I've gotten down to pretty fucking healthy weights, but it creeps back in. Like, I go, oh, okay, I did it. Now I can go have a whole fucking pizza.
But you just never can. Like, I cannot make peace with the idea that I have to actually change the way I live.
It's your relationship with food that has to change.
Right.
It can't be a temporary thing. It can't be like I'm going to stop eating until I lose weight. It's got to be like, once I lose weight, I'm going to maintain that eating style so I don't put on all the weight.
You guys also have a form of, I believe, body. I hate to be an armchair psychologist, but body dysmorphia, because I literally showed Paul one time, because Paul was like, I think you must have been like, when you first got involved in all this, like even like DP, and you were like maybe 350 pounds or something.
Yeah, I was big.
Uh,
And
I showed Paul a picture. I'm like, Paul, you've lost a ton of weight. He's like, no, I haven't. I haven't really lost any weight. And I showed him like, yeah, you have. And I even showed him a picture. And he's like, yeah, I guess I kind of have. But then I went right back to, I'm a fat fuck. I'm a fat fuck. It's like, so it becomes, I think, kind of your guys' image.
So even when
and your ego is kind of rooted in being fat.
Yeah, maybe.
It's kind of like, for me, because I see myself every day, I don't notice it. Like when I take my shirt off, I'm still fucking fat. So
Of
it's
course,
like, to
yeah.
me, fat is fat. But if I see a side by side of myself, I can tell sometimes.
Yeah, you've never gone back to that heavy.
Yeah, that was
since
about the heaviest I've ever been when I first
I
started
think
working with you
350
guys.
is about the heaviest I've ever been too.
I was huge.
I haven't.
You got pretty big when we first moved to California all those years ago. You ballooned up to like 340 pounds, and you're
What
like,
did you-
I need to lose weight.
What did you top off
350.
at here?
Here?
Yeah, because there was a point in time, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm sure you've done it to me too, where I can't remember when it was. I think it was before we moved out of the place we were all living in, but maybe right towards the end of that, where I saw you at some point, and I was like, holy fuck, TJ has gotten fat.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I was probably about 330 or something.
Yeah.
But that's
What are you now?
I don't know for sure, but I think I'm around 320.
So you're not back to your peak, but you're kind of near it.
But I'm about 10 pounds shy of the fattest I was here, and I'm about 30 pounds shy of the fattest I've ever been.
You were down to like what 295 not too long
My
ago.
last diet, I managed to get down to like the 280s before
pretty
it
damn
all went to hell, and I just fucking.
Do you know
started
what
eating
your
again.
healthy quote unquote body weight is supposed to be?
I don't agree with
Someone
it.
like
I think
him-
It's crazy low. It's like 200,
No,
210.
I'd probably
some
put you
shit.
at like 240.
That can't be true.
That's not- there's
because
no
that's
way.
what mine is.
My body
And I'm-
morphology is just not conducive.
I
to
put
that,
someone like TJ
so.
like 240 because a lot of like these
Yeah.
like bigger like
Well,
quarterback
look, I
types.
can tell you this: I've been in my adult life for a brief time. I was 230, I think.
I remember skinny TJ.
Now I was never. Even then, I
look skinny.
Look, I still considered myself fat.
You were
Even when I
skinny
was-
fat though.
Even when I was like 230, I still kind of thought of myself as being chunky.
Yeah, but
so
you didn't.
I guess I could get under that.
Here's the thing: your height is the height of a lot of NFL quarterbacks, and most of those
Right.
guys. I mean, but they're in good shape generally, of course. So like 230, 240. If you're in good shape, that's probably where I put you at, TJ.
Because I'm 6'1" and a little bit of change, and I've always been told that right around like 210, 215 is where I should be.
Right.
That makes sense.
So
I,
if
I
you-
probably should be around 230.
You should
then, I
probably be
guess.
around 220, 230. I mean, 220 at the low end.
Right.
You'd be pretty fucking thin at
I'd be
that
a
point.
skinny guy then.
But back when you were that weight, you were like skinny fat. You had lost a lot of weight. You had a pretty thin waist for you. It was just that you weren't exercising. If you were exercising in combination with the way you were eating, you'd be pretty well defined.
I was just pudgy still. I wasn't really even fat. I was pudgy, but I still thought of myself as fat. So maybe you're onto something with that body image thing, because maybe I just can't let go of the concept of myself as fat.
Oh, dude, all of us
Yeah.
fatties can't see ourselves not fat. Like, if I could see what I would look like not fat, I probably wouldn't be fat. You know what I mean? I can't close my eyes and go like, here's thin Paul. It just doesn't exist.
Well, it becomes part of your identity. So,
Yeah.
like, you associate that with yourself. And, I mean, obviously, if you guys have lived that so long and that's the reality you've lived in, it's kind of like, I'm not really a skinny person. I'm just not one of those people.
Look at fucking Ethan Suplee over there. He looks like a fucking special forces agent or something. He looks like some kind of fucking super spy, Krav Maga, fucking Israeli, soldier or some shit. It's fucking crazy. And look at him on the right. He's
It's a blob.
He's fatter than fat. He's like one of those people that, like, he probably had trouble getting up and out of chairs and shit. You know what I mean? Like, real trouble getting out of bed.
I'm sure he was winded walking down the fucking street, dude. That guy
he went
just
from
had-
like Chris Farley fat to like WWE wrestler ripped.
I mean,
Dude,
he
he's fatter than Chris Farley was.
yeah.
I mean, even in the movies, you could tell, like, in a lot of scenes he would be in movies, like, he'd be fucking drenched. And, like, that's like people probably wiping his fucking brow and shit for him. It's like, you're just that fat, it doesn't matter. You're going to sweat.
There's
You know,
that
what, you know what I
scene
think
in-
inspired him to lose the weight is he finally saw the sailboat, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's like, oh, my God.
Oh, shit, that's me on the sailboat ripped.
It's a schooner.
Yeah,
It is a
dude.
schooner.
That's great, though.
Kid was right. Oh, fuck me. Look at me. I'm fucking huge.
I mean,
a fucking blip.
look at what his shirt says, too. It says, die first, then quit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's his new mentality to look
Right.
like that.
That's like obviously the kind
Is
of
he a really
mindset.
shitty actor now, though? Because Kevin Smith got really thin and then also really bad.
I don't even know if does he
But
even
you know
act
what?
anymore? I haven't seen him in anything
Let
as
me
a
see
skinny
what
guy.
I'm going to look it up right now on
Not
IMDb.
even skinny, but just
I'm going to
like
see what he's
ripped.
up to.
Just a ripped guy.
Ethan
But
Suplee.
we covered Kevin Smith in the last one, didn't we? Did we talk about him getting fat and then getting skinny? Or
That does happen.
I think we did.
It happens with drug addicts, too.
the yo-yoing. That's what it's called, yo-yoing. So you get big, then you get skinny, then you get big again. You just go back and forth.
I forget, honestly, what we fucking talked about in that episode, I'll be honest with you.
I mean,
I don't remember.
But
exactly.
I remember Smith being brought up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was brought up.
But there's definitely Peter Jackson is a guy. I'm not sure if he's still skinny, though. I assume he is.
I don't know. You know who got weird was, what's that fucking little comedic actor's name? He's the guy that he was in Superbad and stuff. Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Hill, yeah.
Oh, he's yo-yoed a lot.
He got skinny, and then now he's kind of fat again, and he looks better, kind of fat. I'll be honest with you.
Another one is someone got skinny briefly. Was what the fuck's it? Another comedic actor. He was in the Green Hornet. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, yeah.
Yeah, he got like I'm ripped. I'm
You know,
ripped. Seth
you know
Rogen.
who balloons up and down a lot is John Goodman. Actually, you've seen that. I've seen that motherfucker.
Oh God, yeah.
He's been pretty skinny before, and gotten really fat again. He goes
he's in
up
The
and down.
Hunt.
Oh, he's in that new movie, The Hunt.
Yeah,
huh? The
he's
one
in-
that almost didn't get released because of the conservative backlash.
Yeah, they've apparently.
now
I'm
they're
going
put-
to see it.
Now they're putting it out, and no one cares anymore.
I do. I'm going to see it.
Well, I mean, no
Oh,
one.
yeah, I
I mean,
wanna
no
see
one
it as
cares
well.
in terms of like the controversy
Yeah,
anymore.
that's
They're just
true.
like whatever. No one's upset now.
But he's gotten some steady work here. It looks like he was on. He's on some TV shows and shit. He was in Motherless Brooklyn.
Okay.
He
think
was.
I've heard of that,
He's
but
in
okay.
Gossamer Folds, I guess. Recently,
Gossamer Folds. Eh?
Yeah, I don't even know what the well.
TV series Good Girls. He's been in that.
Okay, so he's
Okay.
been in
Played the
steady.
tattooed mover in that, so I guarantee you he's used his new physique to get him some different kind of roles.
Oh, let me lift this heavy thing.
I think you should gain the weight back. I think you should get fat
Yeah,
again.
Maybe he will.
Maybe it's performance art, dude. He gets skinny and ripped, and he's like, "This is the world way the world views me. Now I get fat again."
Maybe somebody offers him his dream role, but they're like,
Oh, I
This-
thought you were still fat.
"Yeah, this offer is contingent on fat Ethan Suplee coming back.
We want you to play Marlon Brando, but part of the role is you have to get real fat.
We want you to reprise your role in American History X. We're thinking about doing an all fat guy Nazi reboot,
A musical.
yeah, of American History X. But you know,
Dude, American History X, the musical, would be awesome.
oh man,
We need to do that.
I don't even know if I want to make a joke about that,
Yeah.
dude.
dude, there was a scene in that movie where they all like the skinheads get in a big old fight, and Ethan Suplee is taking part in it, and I'm like, come on, this dude. I mean, he might be able to punch hard, but like all you'd have to do is shove a fat guy like that hard enough, and he's gonna fall over.
fallen and I can't get up. I don't know. Maybe he was like a Butterbean type, dude.
Butterbean was. If you pull up a picture of Butterbean was tubby, but he was never like.
I don't know. He was pretty-
enormously fucking fat.
I think Butterbean's a little fatter
But
than you
Butterbean
remember.
got super fat, though. TJ, his ability went way down. I mean, maybe not against you or I, but against other fighters.
I mean,
yeah.
he was a big dude, but he wasn't Ethan Suplee big.
I mean, there's Butterbean right there.
Yeah, no, he's built way different. Like he's way less of a. I mean, he's kind of a thumb too, but he's not quite as much of a thumb as Ethan Suplee was. He can put his whole belly in those trunks.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Ethan Suplee, they'd have to put a pouch in the front of those trunks to hold all that fucking pendulous gut.
You know, Butterbean was made fun of his whole life for being fat, right?
Yeah.
And there was like this tough guy competition going on. And you know, he'd been basically bullied his whole life, and but he enters this tough guy competition, and everyone was like, kind of like, this is a joke. And he just, of course, being Butterbean, just demolished everyone else in the fucking contest. And basically the teasing stopped after that.
Yeah, and then realized what the fuck he could do to you.
And then he became a fighter for years, fucking boxing, MMA, kickboxing.
Oh, but you know the
whatever.
assholes that made fun of him and fucked with him, like realized, like, wait a minute, like if I fuck with this guy again, he might just knock my ass fucking out.
I mean, Butterbean relied very heavily on the haymaker when he was a boxer.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He was just a power boxer. Like
No, he was.
The people that beat Butterbean beat him by just taking it to multiple rounds.
Yeah, you just win on
Wear him
technical.
down and you win technically. If you could avoid having him land that big fucking left hand on you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean he was never on the level of like the super
you guys ever seen the,
elite boxers or anything. But
you
he
guys
was
ever
a
seen
pretty
the-
fucking good boxer.
we ever seen that thing with Jackass where Johnny Knoxville fights Butterbean?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
he gets
God.
knocked out
He
in a
just gets-
jewelry store
He just gets pummeled.
and almost kills himself because he hits the fucking counter on the way down.
And then afterwards he's like, "Is Butterbean okay?"
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Good
that was
times.
Classic. That was back when Jackass was I don't ever want to say it was really good, but
No, it was never good.
It had
it was
its moments.
culturally relevant.
It
and
was fun.
occasionally fun.
Man, that's sad. One of the dudes on there is a total fuck up. What's his name? Bam
Oh, Bam Margera.
Margera. Yeah, that's his name, dude. He's a total train wreck now.
Yeah,
what's wrong with
and
him?
he's another dude that went and got fat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
he got
pull
fat.
pull up a picture of Bam Margera.
He got into drugs.
I mean, he was always into drugs.
I mean, but got into the point where it's like he doesn't
Yeah.
have any work-life balance of like I'm doing this shit with these dudes and I'm having a life. It's like that's all done and I'm just doing drugs now.
I don't know how
I
to
think
spell his fucking name.
you'll
Sure, it'll figure it
out.
It'll come
Well,
up.
I guess I did.
Yeah, it'll come
He
up.
doesn't look fat there. Let's see.
Yeah, look at him now though. Maybe he lost the weight again. I don't know.
Okay, he's kind of chunky there on this. Oh, he's on Dr. Phil. That's never a good sign.
Yeah,
No.
he ended up on Dr. Phil, dude.
Yeah, no, he just lost it. I think a lot of it was because I can't remember his fucking name. That his best friend that was on the show died in that car
Yeah,
accident.
that's true. Yeah, I think his
And-
dad died too.
After that happened, he was never the same.
Or was
Like,
his
he
dad?
just-
Or his dad wasn't his dad the one that was like a pedophile or something, or he did some fucked up shit.
I don't know. I know that Phil was huge. His dad was like a gargantuan ham beast.
Yeah, he had a bunch of just bad interpersonal stuff happen to him. Like obviously, not doing a successful show will hurt you. Having a bad lifestyle, having fucking weight gain, having all this stuff, having like you said, losing his best friend. I think his dad did die recently too, or just went to jail or something bad happened there. He's having a lot of bad shit in his
Poor
life.
Phil. Poor Phil
Let's
Margera.
find out.
Oh, and then all the fucking times they trolled him, dude.
Oh my god,
I love that shit.
They were merciless to that poor bastard.
Guys trying to fucking sleep.
Setting
alarm.
off fireworks in his room and shit. My favorite one was when they let him get up and go to work. He had to go to work at some obscene hour in the
Yeah.
morning, like 4 a.m. He had to be in his car. And they just loaded his car up with like a bunch of fireworks and set him off. Like, can you imagine if your day started like that? Man, they put him through the fucking ringer, man. Poor Phil.
I
Yeah.
don't see anything about his dad in here.
I didn't hear that Phil died, but it wouldn't shock me.
Some shit went down with him, dude.
His name is, it should be easy to find.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Phil Margera.
Phil Margera.
I would look back. I'm getting a fucking robocall. Thanks, robocall.
Of course.
Robocall.
Exactly, exactly
Robocall.
what I want.
Greatest fucking call of all.
It says he's still alive.
Okay, so maybe it
He's
was something
62 years old.
Damn.
I guess it was a rumor because I did a search for that. The next thing was dead. So,
I mean, when you see a dude that fat, it's just not shocking.
You kind of assume
You
that
know what I mean?
he's
It's like,
died in
yeah.
the interim, right?
yeah, he's dead now, isn't he?
I mean, he's got to be dead by now, right? There's no way that fat fuck's still alive.
Not a chance.
He's got to be dead. That dude was pretty fucking fat.
It's
Fuck
just
yeah, it was.
the fatness grease trap. We're just talking about fatness,
Well, goes where it goes.
discussing the esoteric meaning of fatness.
What does it truly mean
What
to
is
be fat?
fatness?
Ha, ooh, ah. Scotty's still looking shit up.
You know who it is? It's a guy, Vincent Margera.
Oh, what about him?
Commonly known as Don Vito, was an American reality television personality. Margera was known for his appearances in Viva La Bam, Jackass, Hagrid, and CKY.
Okay, so
It was his uncle.
got it.
So his uncle died?
His uncle was, legal issues. On August 18,
Oh, he
2006.
had legal issues or he's dead?
He's dead, but he also had legal issues. Margera was arrested at the Colorado Mills Mall in Lakewood, Colorado, on suspicion of inappropriately touching two 12-year-old girls.
Oh, I remember that.
So it was his uncle.
Yeah,
it wasn't his
yeah.
dad. My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
he groped some fucking kids and he got in trouble for that and then he died later. Okay.
Got it.
I didn't hear about him dying, but I did hear about the thing at the mall. Yeah, I remember reading some stories about that.
Yeah, it sounds like he died of like organ failure, basically from obesity and alcoholism. So,
Cool.
Sorry to Phil. Wasn't his dad. It was his uncle.
Alcoholism's always cool.
Yeah, I got to become an alcoholic.
I've tried a couple times. I'm
I
like, eh.
honestly, I got to be honest with you.
After a day of drinking, the next day I don't really
I'm
want to
cured of
drink.
it. Yeah,
so
I'm cured of it at that point.
See,
That's where I'm at.
I think I am an alcoholic. I think I'm just a you know what I mean, a recovered alcoholic or whatever. Dude, if I look at my 20s, it was just I drank every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like every day into the wee hours of the morning. Maybe not every fucking day,
Right.
but every day I could. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was drunk.
Do you
And-
how much you drink now?
Dude, every once in a while I'll have a beer with dinner or something.
Right.
Like
so
I just
it's
don't.
It's just not a thing.
Right. The last time I was fucking well and truly drunk was for the show.
Right. I remember that. That was my fault.
You did it, you piece of shit.
I did do that.
You had a little thing for a while there where you were drinking a lot, TJ, but you kind of backed off of it.
I mean, you know, I drank here. I mean, I still drink probably about 2 times a week.
I don't really
guess.
drink.
Do you drink till drunkenness, like till you're sloppy
Usually,
drunk?
Not sloppy, usually.
Yeah.
No, I'll usually drink till I'll drink past buzzed, but I probably do that about twice a week. Is that an alcoholic? Is that enough?
You get
I don't think it
you
is.
get buzzed twice a week? Well, are you drunk though?
Yeah,
Are
I get like tipsy.
I mean, that's probably like the borderline of that.
I mean, I do it like maybe not even twice a week, maybe once a week, twice a week, some weeks.
See, I don't really drink, dude. I'm all about.
What
I'm
I
all
like
about
to
the
do,
green.
well, see, what I do is there's a daiquiri place like not too far from here, so I just go, I go grab a daiquiri, I add a couple extra shots to it, and by the time I drink that, I'm pretty fucking.
You got a good healthy buzz.
Woo, everybody,
No way.
fucking woo! I'm having a grand old time, woo!
Yeah, I don't really. I don't get drunk on my own anymore, really. I don't really have the drive to do it either. So maybe I wasn't an alcoholic.
So you know, another thing is,
maybe I was just a 20-year-old.
yeah,
I mean that's
more
true too.
Oh, dude, the
when I was
summer I
in-
turned 21, dude, I just spent almost every fucking goddamn weekend at a bar getting fucking
I don't
drunk.
know what the fucking drink is called, but when I went to New Orleans for my birthday, like last weekend, I sat down when I first came into the hotel room because my parents had gotten a hotel room. They were staying there with us, where they had some little mini drinks.
Oh, and like
they
they
had-
had the small little mini
Yeah,
fridge.
the little things.
the six $12 shots basically.
Well, I don't think they were actually. I think they actually brought them.
oh,
I don't think they were
them.
brought by the hotel.
Oh, okay, got you.
I could be wrong. I don't know where the fuck they came from. But they were like, yeah, mix this Fireball whiskey with this rum chata. It's really good. I'm like, all right, it probably tastes fine or whatever. But I took a sip of that shit and I was like, man, if I'd have known how much I like this combination, I probably would have been an alcoholic right now.
Did you get the fucking hand grenade when you were down there, or hurricane?
Chelsea got a few of them. I don't fuck with those hurricanes though.
Oh man,
that
those things will
shit's-
get you fucked.
That shit's
up.
next level. That's like you drink one and you're like, God damn, what's my name again? Those things are fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's when you're like, I got bourbon faced on shit street. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
You know, you have something like that go down.
Back when we were doing DP and shit, I drank more. Like,
Yeah.
well, I would drink at the functions and shit. The last meetup we had, I didn't really drink. I had an
Yeah.
odd drink there.
Oh yeah, me too. Don't touch the stuff.
Oh my fucking god!
That was the worst I'd ever seen, TJ.
I literally got brought out of the venue on a wheelchair.
By the skin of our teeth, too. I remember it was like, there was a whole logistics thing.
Yeah.
It was like, how are we going to get TJ out of the back of this club and out front and into a car? Like, how is that even going to happen? I know it involved Stevie doing most of the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Oh,
So
man.
I made a resolution where I'm a beer drinker at those
Dude,
functions.
after the Seattle DP meetup, I had a strict 4-drink limit imposed on me because oh my god.
Yeah, I went too far. So now I'm my basic news thing is like I'll drink beer at a meetup, but
Dude,
I'm not fucking with hard liquor.
And you're a
at meetup
fucking
anymore.
giant, dude. So it's not like two guys can be like, all right, we got to carry TJ out of here. It'd be like, we need like 4 guys to fucking carry TJ's fucking flailing drunk ass
I was
out of
so
here.
drunk that there is a huge reel of film missing from my memory where it was like, my memory is, it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night and I'm drinking and I'm talking to fans at the club. And then the next memory after that is it's 2 a.m. and I'm sitting on a toilet covered in piss, fucking looking at the floor and just being like, what the fuck is going on?
Apparently that night, because I didn't really see the whole thing. I'm like, I just had to put him like, where the fuck is TJ? And they're like, you went and yelled at TJ and called him like a pussy and shit, and like said he was too drunk or something. And you were like in the green room, like wasted apparently.
Yeah.
And that's when they've ushered you out of there. And then like I called up Paul, and Paul's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, what the hell? So he was totally fine. You were fucking wasted.
I got peer pressured into taking one drink because Peter bought it for me.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
Peter came walking up with a drink, and what am I going to do? You know what I
Right.
mean? So I took one drink like midway through the night, and that was it. But, dude, I turned down probably like 4 dozen drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
People
I
were
turned
like, well,
them
I'm
up.
going to go get you a drink, Paul. What do you want? I'm like, nothing. I'm good, man.
Every
I
single,
probably said that
I
4 dozen
accepted
times.
every single drink
I know
that
you
was
did.
offered to me.
You just gotta eat. Yeah.
So
Beer.
my new policy is if you want to buy me a drink, bring me a beer.
I got to tell you,
And-
though, I have been utterly fall down shit-faced on beer, too.
Yeah, it's a little harder, though.
I mean, you got to drink more of it, but if you get enough beers in you, you're going to be just as fucked up.
You might be right. Well, I might give it a shot, though.
But I mean, also, if TJ's talking to people and stuff and he's holding on to that, he probably
Right.
only
You can
drink 2 or 3.
babysit a beer.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
babysit a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, another thing is, I don't know. I might just have to have a fucking chaperone with me to be like, no, you're not drinking anymore.
Well, that was another thing I was worried about. Just the social climate. I was like, I'm going to get fucking Me Too'd if I keep drinking like this. I'm going to get Me Too'd hard. I'm going to grab a handful of ass or titty or dick or something. You know what I mean? Something's going to happen, and I'm not even going to remember doing it.
Paul's ego, sexual predator.
Yep. So I better just keep my head screwed on straight.
I definitely have stories revolving around that, but I don't want to get me too, so I'm just going to
Yeah.
let those sleeping dogs lie.
Don't Me Too yourself, Scott.
I know,
For
I
fuck's sake.
If anyone's going to do it, it'd probably be me.
Weinstein went to jail. You don't want that.
Is he in jail? I thought he was in the hospital trying to claim.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
He's
there.
rich. He'll end up avoiding jail for a couple of years at least. He'll Bill Cosby.
He'll just
it.
move to. He'll move into fucking. He'll move to France and share a villa with Polanski.
Yeah, I think the ship has sailed on that. He should never have gone to trial if that was his plan.
Yeah. Oops.
Though in this day and age, he probably would have been extradited.
That's true.
You know, I don't think. I mean, I think Roman Polanski was back and they were like, "Oh, these charges are false."
He could still be. He still
Oh.
can't be here.
He was under threat. I mean, like, remember they were trying really hard, but they refused to extradite him. That's
That was
only-
years ago. I remember 5-6 years ago, there was a big push of get Polanski's ass back over here and try him.
Yeah, they got him to come to some country. He left where he was living, and then they're like, "Nope, haha, gotcha, bitch." But then they ultimately lost extraditing him, so he was able to remain in France, wherever the fuck he lives now.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of
think he's
fame,
still living in
a
France.
lot of big rock stars. David Bowie had a big controversy around underage girls.
Right.
I mean, there's girls like.
Well, it was that. It was that groupie chick. She
Yep.
was like I forget her name.
Dude, pretty much any of those that era of glam and hair metal and shit, there's something about
Yeah,
all
Mick
of them.
Jagger. There was all these guys
All
were
the-
tied to young girls.
Fucking, what do they call it? Who's that stupid band?
I don't know.
God damn it.
Someone knocking on our door.
Motley Crue.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya, man.
Well, we could actually wrap this up anyway.
All right, let's do it.
See y'all.
See y'all later too.